light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys. Time to make a choice. Time to find our courage. Time to be deployed. Make our only stand here. Make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready. Kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, who cares why we're fighting? It's about the fight. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Souls in the rooms, all rubble in the streets. Corpses near the buildings, all is light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys. Time to make a choice. Time to find our courage. Time to be deployed. Make our only stand here. Make our oaths complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready. Kiss the ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I said yeah several times, so that makes it even more awesome. What is going on, everyone? Hello to the Arvanauts. What's going on, everyone out there? Welcome to Tuesday night in the big city. It is currently, it's still pretty chilly. Still pretty chilly. It is about, let me see, what's my weather? 22 degrees out. So it's still pretty cold. It got down to a balmy 6 degrees before that a few days ago. So it's been damn cold. Winter has been upon us, but it is already mid-February, everybody. And so that means we are past the worst of it. It is good to see everyone here. Happy belated Valentine's Day. I am back from Baltimore, where I spent some time at the Farpoint Convention. And I may tell you guys some stories from things that happened over there. It was fun. I got a chance to meet pretty much almost the entire creative team for Icarus while I was there. So we were able to chat about the progress of the graphic novel and, get more publishing news. Not quite to the point where I can announce this other very exciting publishing news, but hopefully soon. But anyway, it was a good time, and it was nice. I got to have a nice, relaxing dinner with my wife on Valentine's Day dinner the day after she came down to join me. So Grandma took care of, my mother-in-law, Grandma took care of our daughter, and so it was just my wife and I just spending some time together, which was nice, and we were able to relax and have a romantic dinner at the Milton Inn. That's right, the famous Milton Inn, which was not worth the money that we spent on the Milton Inn, but no. But it was still a good time. And then we came back up here on Monday, and yeah, so now we are back up here, which is good. And I am looking forward to tonight and to the stream. Before I get started, a couple of announcements as always. First of all, exclamation point CTT, or click that share button underneath the video. I definitely want to make sure that we keep tweeting the stream out, letting more people know about it, especially as I'm starting up a new game today. So hopefully we can bring some more people in from that. Secondly, if you guys are interested in finding out more about the past broadcasts, go over to my YouTube channel, which is exclamation point ArvTube, for information about that. And then the third thing you can do is to join the Steam group, which is exclamation point Steam group, and that will get you over to Steam to find out more information about the Arvanauts Steam group over there in between casts. That's a good place to go. And as far as the upcoming events, Shadowed Mage was kind enough to post it. This Thursday, I will be interviewing Paul Nareth about his Kickstarter for Underworld Ascendant. I am very excited about that. I've actually just gotten a bunch of new images and a couple of videos, and one video in particular I don't think has been shown yet, actually. I think it's going to be debuted on my channel, if I'm not mistaken, on Thursday. So that's pretty cool. They are, I think, up to about 470,000, something like that, out of their 600,000 goal. They are almost halfway through the Kickstarter, so hopefully on Thursday we'll be able to give them a little bit of a boost. I'm obviously very excited for Underworld Ascendant, having just played Ultima Underworld 1, and so, yeah, pretty excited about that, and I'm looking forward to that. And also wanted to give a shout-out very quickly to, I noticed Messiah mentioning this before, I'll say hi to all you guys in just a moment. I wanted to send a shout-out to the Harebrained Schemes folks, because they hit $1.2 million. They hit every stretch goal. They accomplished everything they wanted to. I think they ran the Kickstarter brilliantly. I think the community came together. I think that we did our part. I think our videos were put to very good use, and our interviews put to very good use. So great job out of the Shadowrun community. Great job out of Harebrained Schemes. Obviously, they are friends of the show. I like them a lot. I like their games a lot. And I'm pretty pumped up. I'm excited to actually see it. This is going to be an incredible year for RPGs. You've got Pillars of Eternity coming out in a few weeks, in March 26th. You've got Torment, Numenera, who's coming out later this year. You've got The Witcher 3 coming out in a couple of months. You've got Hong Kong, the Shadowrun Returns Hong Kong Kickstarter that's coming out. Kickstarter just finished, and that game is going to be coming out later this year. And you've also got, I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's this new Sword Coast game, like Sword Coast Legends, that's going to be coming out, which looks vaguely like sort of the Neverwinter Nights setup to me, which looks like it's going to be pretty cool. That's due out later this year. And even Beamdog is working on a Baldur's Gate in between the other Baldur's Gates as well. So going to be really a great year for RPGs. I'm really excited about it. That would be fun times. The last thing I wanted to mention just before we get started tonight is, so Thursday's the interview. On Friday, we will continue with, I believe it is now day 3 of Icewind Dale. So on Friday, we will continue the adventures of the Infinity and Beyond crew as we forge forward into the ice and snow of New York. I mean, the ice and snow of the spine of the world and, the areas around Kuldahar. So we will continue that on Friday as well. So going to be a fun time. Trails in the Sky tonight. Thursday, we will do the interview for Underworld Ascendant. And then after that, we'll continue with Trails in the Sky. And then on Friday will be some Icewind Dale. So that is what we are looking for going forward. Now, with all that said, let me say hi to all the wonderful peoples out there. I would like to say hi to Rogan. What's up, Wolfery? Hello, Thor. What's up, Polar? Hello, Roy Menser. Hello, River Dust. What's up, Brad Count? Hello, Ule. What's up, Acadrian? What's going on, bro? What's up, Philly Scorpio? Hello, Monkey. What's up, Messiah? Hello, Mercurius. What's going on, Hillness? Hello, Gray. What is up, Graydon? What is up, EMC? What's up, Earth Machine? Hello, Dragon Spear. What's up, Crawler? What's going on, Cat? Hello, Build. What's up, Baron? And of course, to my wonderful mods, hello to Gent. Hello to Shadowed. Hello to Lego. Hello to Apples. What's up, guys? It is a pleasure to see everybody. What's up, Trendane as well? You guys are all awesome. Love you all. You're the best. And yeah, I am looking forward to this. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I heard a lot of good things about this game, and actually Backburner gave this to me months ago, and it was just one thing after the other with playing other games that fit in. I did a calculation, and I think if I play this 2 sessions a week, 2 sessions with an occasional third session a week, the other session being used for like Icewind Dale or an interview or something like that, I should be able to get, with some consistent session play, I should be able to get this finished just before Pillars of Eternity is released. I hope that's true, because if it's not, it's going to be put on hold, even if it's only like 5 hours left, so I can play Pillars of Eternity, because I'm super psyched about that game. But this is going to be finished within the next 2 games, one way or the other. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played a JRPG on here for a while. Last one I think I played is Final Fantasy VI. So I'm actually looking forward to that and seeing how this all goes. So before we do that, let me get rid of this, and let me put on that. Hello, everyone. I am wearing today let me show you. Where is it? Today I am wearing my Theory of Gameativity shirt, GM equals PC squared. I like this shirt quite a bit, but I am covering it over with a sweater because it's freaking 22 degrees outside. So even though it's not that cold inside the house, it is still chilly. And I know that because I had to take my dog to the vet. My dog has been sick. She's not doing well. And there's another sort of bump that they found on her, and she just had surgery last year for a mast cell tumor. We don't know if this is another mast cell tumor. She hadn't been eating. And now she was, actually, because they gave her some anti-nausea medication. And they did a bunch of x-rays, and they all came up clean, which is obviously very good news. But I'm a little worried about her, I have to admit. I was kind of down earlier today, because I was like, first of all, it's expensive. I mean, it's a lot of money that we've had to spend on her, just sort of keeping things together. And, of course, the most important thing is, we're obviously... we love our dog and we want to make sure she's okay. So, but all that said, it was cold out there. So that was the deal. And it wouldn't be Tuesday if we didn't get a visit from my wife, who comes in to drop off checks for me to deposit and to randomly fax items. So everyone say hi to my wife. Not randomly, no. I figured you just faxed people just like, pick a number and then just send stuff to them.
I need to make you think that I'm actually making legitimate income and it's not just me,
Yeah.
out on the street.
Right. Definitely not out on the street. Yeah, so anyway, cross your fingers for my dog, guys. Definitely keep your fingers crossed for my dog, Lilo. She did eat today, and as I said, the x-rays and things that they did today came up clean, so that's good. Also... yeah, he did. He did a biopsy, and I'll tell you about it later on. But yeah, but he gave her an anti-nausea thing too, and but anyway, I'll talk to you about it afterwards. So yes, so everyone says hello, Mrs. Arv. Hi, Arv and wife.
Hello.
Your last dog got eaten by a coyote, Demiser? Oh my God. Hi, Zepchi.
My mom's side of the family, they live out on a farm, so that's how what happened to most of their cats and dogs.
Yeah, we have relatives who live in eastern Washington, and a lot of their cats and dogs got eaten that way. But coyotes are not pretty much too prominent in New York City, so we haven't had to worry about that, my God. Do I consider Pinterest to be a very useful teaching tool? It really depends, Hilness, on what it's being used for. I mean, I've actually even seen like Imager and like Snapchat I've even seen used in a sort of teaching fashion, so it can be good. But it depends on how it's used, which is usually the case with like any pedagogical thing, to be honest. Yeah, so. All right, anyway, so that's the deal. Oh, and one last thing I wanted to mention. Yeah, not prominent yet. One last thing I wanted to mention, by the way, I may end up even going over and rating these guys depending on when we get done tonight, but Super Guitar Bros, you guys remember that I really like these guys. I bought their album and I talked them up quite a bit, and I've played some of their music. They have their own channel on Twitch, which I did not know. So I actually popped in over the weekend while I was up in Farpoint. I was unwinding in a hotel room, which incidentally had the worst internet of all time. You guys know the deal with me and bad hotel internet. Oh my God, was this internet bad. It was horrific. So, but I managed to do enough to kind of get to see them. But it was cool. They basically just hang out and make jokes and play guitar, on their channel, which is pretty cool. So anyway, if you like Super Guitar Bros, I recommend them. It was kind of cool to actually see that they've got their own channel as well. So with all that said, all of that discussed, the time has come, people, for heroes and trails in the sky. Let's do it up. Bobcat's so kawaii. Oh, man. It's super long, Zader. It definitely is super long. What's up, Kathleen? Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Good to see you, West River. What's up, man? Alrighty. Let's do it up. Okay, let me know how the music is, guys. Too loud? Does it need to be quieter? Too loud? Loud enough? Too loud? How is it? So relaxing, this music. It practically did, Demiser. It practically did. It was so bad. Needs to be quieter? Okay. How's that? Is that better? Is that okay now? Too loud? Loud? Too loud? These were cowbell. Oh, congratulations, Philly. I was going to ask about that. Okay, so you have to hand in the research? Oh, you did hand in the research. Okay, cool. Cool. That's awesome. Like I said, Philly, you will do totally fine. You know you got this, no problem. You know you got it. All right, people. You guys ready for some Trails in the Sky? Let's make it happen. I have never played this before. I just played like 5 minutes of it to make sure that everything was like synchronized and I could get everything streaming. It has borderless windowed mode and all that, so it ran with pretty much no problem. So let's do it. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. And Scara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. What's up, Devious? I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? Hey, Mike. What's up, man? I actually managed to talk. Daddy's dead. God, I actually managed to hang out a little bit with Mike this weekend. Mike, as you guys know, Mike Underwood, good friend of mine, very good writer, and very savvy writer and person in the publishing industry. So I got a chance to hang out with him when I was down at Farpoint. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? He looks kind of dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. Besides, he's necessary for the plot. No. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Thanks for the host, Occasion. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scheherazade, I assume. I love these names. Cassius, Scheherazade. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Trending. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? That's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Did she just jump on top of the bed on top of him? I saw that, right? She just jumped up on the bed and jumped back. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it longer for your body to take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it, wait a minute. Don't try and change the Ow! Quit yelling! All right already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I think you have a good point there. That's a good point. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it'd be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... What is his name? It's a cliffhanger! We'll never know what his name is now. It's actually really smooth. Graphically. Looks really nice. Oh yeah, some eggs. Oh, Estelle, now a teenager. Ugh, it's so bright in here. Yeah. I slept like a rock. I mean, it's ready to rock. I want to rock. My name is Boy. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Haha, guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then, too. Ah, yeah, Boy plays harmonica. I really like the look of this. I guess his name is Josh. Nice, Joshua. Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. Love this music. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber? What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs, too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. I feel like that line deserves a Mr. Sulu. Oh my. We need a George Takei. Oh my. Oh boy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff, like reading and music. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Oh, she's friend zoning him right now. This is friend zoning it. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. I know, right, Mike? Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle! Joshua! I'm gonna guess that's her dad. Yep. Morning, Dad! Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. I see you've all grown up, but I haven't aged a day. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. It's a Japanese role-playing game, Rogan. The lines are always blurred. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. Yes, Lego, but I think that's standard for most, like, anime. They're always kind of, young. Game is rated A for ARV. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? In before horrible attack on the guild. That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You were as nothing before my might. No, I just made that up right. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard on your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful it won't be long before I pass you, too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap. I totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike. But whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, do I have control? Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about run-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? Well, what's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. Fried fish and omelet? No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. The Liberal Media! They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. What's up, Beljora? Welcome into the stream, man. Thank you. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 Mira. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. All right. Thanks, Dad. Okay, we're headed out now. See you later, Dad. Whoops. Ah. There we go. Work hard and give Sherazad my regards. Oh yeah, I got control. Whoa, I got the controls. Woohoo! Wow, this runs really smoothly. Alright, how do I interact with things? Oh. Right click? Ah. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. How about yourself? Shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Sherazard is waiting, right? Okay, so that's all we're going to get from him. This is reminding me a lot of something. Something about this game. Thank you for the follow, Beljor. Welcome to the Argonauts. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Or ma'am. This game is reminding me of something, and I can't remember what it is. Something about the look of it and the sort of the way they move around. Chrono Cross, maybe? It's reminding me of something. I don't know what, though. Rest? No, I don't think I need to rest. This house is awesome, by the way. This house is really cool. I love this music. This is, of course, all before it gets incredibly grim dark and... Ooh, look at this. Yeah. I can totally... Nice. Yay. Nice. Alright. Alright. The Elise Highway. Oh. West Bright House. North Roland, 49 Selge. South Garoon Gate, 259 Selge. 259 Selge? Is Selge like some distance measurement? Scheherazade, yeah. That's what I assumed it was. Pretty smooth controls so far. Aha, the city of Roland. It's like so peaceful. Good night, Philly. Congratulations on turning in the stuff, Philly. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late, either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed you'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Alright, then. Hey, what's up, Snip? How you doing, man? I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there, dude. How you doing, bro? What's up, Snip? It's a distant measurement like the Kessel Run? Okay. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Alright, where's the Bracer Guild? What the hell are you? I'm just on my way over to the Forest of Mistwall to the south of here for work. There was a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. Really? Did you get speakers from him, or...? Okay. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. Alright. Is this the guild? Alright, here we go. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, did that. Aha! Ooh. Got like a gypsy woman here? The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. What's up, TNS? This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Why, Joshua, Shara's picking on me! Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now, that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimum level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say, because you are an idiot. No. Yeah. What would you like to know about? Alright, let's ask about orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. Okay? A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Alright? Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. Even toaster ovens have been benefited by orbments. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. He's gonna come up with new names, man. Alright, let's talk about bracers then. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. Occasionally, they moonlight as bouncers in bars. No, I made that up. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Indian? She's not an Indian. She's not an Indian woman. She's a Russian gypsy. Totally a Russian gypsy. Okay, about the liberal kingdom. Okay, guys, we're going to find out about the liberal media here. Get ready for it. The kingdom of Liberal in which we live sits on the left half. Notice. It sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent. What is, if you look at a map, what is west? Left? I sense a conspiracy theory, people. Where is Fox News when you need... Okay. And abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Sounds like a tour brochure. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations, like, for example, Conservatia. 10 years ago, when Liberal was exactly Riverdust, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat by destroying Karl Rove. Consequently, even now, it's California, exactly. Our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But, thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Alright. Let's see. Since we've got the mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be explaining things firsthand. For example, I'd like to show you a dictionary in which you would learn the meaning of words at things like practical. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Oh, sorry about that, TNS, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not dropping any frames on my end. I think I'm just broadcasting it the same as I always do, so sorry, man. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it! Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. But before that, there is something we need to give the both of you. Aina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two. Go get one for each of yourselves. Okay. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Received Bracer Notebook. You just gave me a notebook? Are these covered in, like, cost of supplies? Because I don't think I have any money, and my dad is probably poor. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything you may find and wear, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write down. Understood? Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were, two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So, get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. Okay. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation point mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names in the list, you can view their details. Alright. Training, retrieval. Client, Scheherazade. 500 Mira, pays, details direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. See Scheherazade for details. Okay. Details of the job confirmed in the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button on the Configuration menu. Okay. Very good. Let's see. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha! Estelle strikes me as a little abstract random. You guys know what I mean? She's a little like, woo! Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. Oh my god, TNS. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Orbital Factory, Melder's Orbital Factory. Here is where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbments and that word orbments is odd. Orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and if mastered can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here? No problem. Leave everything to me. So, what is it that you'd like to know about? How about orbments? Orbments are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones you'll be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. You know that's important because my words were highlighted in yellow. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. Okay. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith, too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So, what is it that you'd like to know about? Alright, well, let's talk about Orbital Arts then. Simply put, Orbital Arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since Orbital Arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. They probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. Someone was asleep at the switch there, what? There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also changes depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Okay, good grief. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. Alright. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now, since many people will already have left screaming. So, what is it that you'd like to know about? About quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities, while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you'll not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. Okay, wow. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbment and decide where you'll be installing it ahead of time. So, what does he like to know about? Okay, sepith is the last thing. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, brown, water, blue, fire, red, wind, green, time, black, space, gold, and mirage, silver. Mirage, huh? Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but at the orbital factory it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. I know, right? Exactly, Baljora. Never mind about being a bracer. I have decided to just pass. So what does you like to know about? I would like to know about leaving. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Receive several of each type of elemental sepith, okay? With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments, okay? In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Okay? Normally at the shop, the dog's snoring, that's funny. There you go, gent. Normally at the shop, you would be able to exchange sepith for mirror, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Modifier Trade to use the Orbital Factory's services. Alright. What? Hi there. Looks like you two are doing well in your training. If you'd like to modify your orbments, please select the Modify Trade service. Okay. No, wait. I want them to make quartz, right? Defense 1. Okay, so that increases my defense. Easy enough. Water increases my hit points. Increases my attack, increases my evade. And that's time elemental. So I'll save the time elemental for him. I'll have her add an attack, I guess. Synthesized attack 1. And then I'll give 1... No, I'll give 1 for healing as well. Alright. Alright, it looks like you were able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your orbments so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be installed in the orbment screen. Let's see. The orbment screen can be utilized by selecting the orbment tab in the main menu. What's up, Law? Is that the... Orbment. Alright, so... I'll give her... Increases her hit points. What do these things do, though? Shoots a heavy stream of water at enemies. Heals 200 hit points. Oh, okay. So that's sort of like the heal and attack thing. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Law. That is quite a menu. Alright. Thank you for passing that along, gent. And good to see you, Law. If you guys could pass along, it's good to see Law. Okay, time quartz only. Clock up and soul blur. What does that do? Speeds up the flow of time. Okay. It's a time-space shaking pulse. Nice. Alrighty. Did I do it? Alright. It looks like you've got both recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out... Stop! Stop with the insults. Yeah, but I don't want to do that, Demiser. It's just not the feel of the channel. Yeah, I don't want to be exposed to that. But, I love the lookup command, though. Okay. Thank you, gent. Shadowed. Alright, Arcana's bot. Shadow's like, God damn it. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your Bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your Bracer notebooks and find something that works for you. Oh my god. Alright, the training year is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your ordnance. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you'll have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open the ball early on. That makes sense? Yeah, lookup is badass. Thanks, Monkey. Now, I want you to use this Sepith and open a slot on each of your ornaments. Ornaments. I want to call that ornaments for some reason. Go ahead and decide which slots you're going to open. Receive several of each type of elemental Sepith. Alright. So then I open up a slot. Start with Estelle. I mean, I imagine they're all like hooked up somehow. So I'll do this one because it opens up like 3 others. Let me make sure that Joshua's got one open up also. Insufficient Sepith. What? Okay. Alright, well, I could open up hers, I guess. Does that mean now that I can use this extra slot? Nice. So now I have HP and attack. Outstanding. I see you've managed to open one of your ornament slots, Estelle. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular elemental, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. Okay, cool, gent. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for. The qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention that, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. No sense in worrying about humanity now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Joshua, help me! Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm gonna remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. All your training has finally come down to this. This one moment. It's the final countdown. The final countdown. Da, 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 da. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. Huh? What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but, is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? Wow, shots fired. You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and? And I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks. Unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item for the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief! Oh, divine Adios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test? No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? So you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland Sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Receive Tear Balm, ×3, receive Monster Guide. What's this book for? It's called a Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about the monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua, unlike this idiot who's paired with you. I mean, unlike Estelle. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Ooh. Alright, I should be able to save it, right? Ooh, A Father's Love, A New Beginning. Check out this music. I'm digging the music, man. That's, I guess, the Monster Guide. There appears to be a recovery point set up over there. Let's use it if our HP and EP become low before engaging in any further battles. Orbment charging stations are recovery points set up in dangerous areas. As a recovery point is approached, an exclamation mark will appear, and two choices will be displayed by pressing the OK button. By selecting the rest option, all HP and EP will be restored. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, let's do it. Whoop. Punch on! Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of a battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Alright, combat, people. Thanks for the host, Law. I appreciate it, man. Battle order bar indicates who attacks first. This reminds me of like Gran Turismo music here. It starts from the top and moves down. Alright, so Estelle moves first. Let's go with an attack. Hint, attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you're using a mouse and click an empty location. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of range, a something icon will appear in your cursor. Selecting an out-of-range target will move the character. First QA problem I found. Selecting an out-of-range target will move the character. As close to it as oh my god. Out-of-range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed. Alright, let's do it. Nice. Your turn. Nice, double scimitars. Let's move. He probably is going to come up and attack me, but let me see. Or he's not going to move at all. Okay. Nice. He not going to attack ever? Alright, cool. I know, right? What's up, Sir TV? You just test to see if I notice the double words. What's up, Fire Snake? He's a Drizzt fan, right? Exactly. Alright, so, plus 10 experience. And their next level, both level 3, they're going to be level 4 and 160. And they got Sepith. Looks like they got 4... Let me see, is that brown? Is that Earth Sepith, 2 Fire Sepith, and then... I forget what gold is. Got Monster Bone. Got the Monster... You know what, chat? I just got the Monster Bone. Sigh. Flies! Not the bees! Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Drizzt. It's Drizzt. What's up, baddie? Earth, water, fire, wind, dark, light, and time. Well, one of them is Mirage. One of them is Mirage. I don't remember what it was. Gold is lightning? Oh, okay. Some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay! Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. EP is consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting at inns, hotels, or occasionally trailer parks. No. Or by using charge stations and other items like an EP charge. Arts. Arts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon or those on which physical attacks have little effect. Yes, we've been over this. Takes time before arts can be cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. Alright. Well, let's try an art. How about a firebolt? Firebolt! And what's your art? How about Soul Blur? They're not moving. Wow. It's super effective. Firebolt! Hadouken! There you go. Okay. Alright, so now I guess this is, so I think that's earth, water, fire. Is that nature, the green one? What's the green one? Did you guys say? Earth, water, fire. Is that wind, then? And then dark, light, and that one. So I got some Mirage is what that silver one was. Got crisp onion. All right, as long as I got a crisp onion. Another monster. Attack from behind! Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that! Crafts have range limits but can be utilized instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. Okay, so you need CP to use crafts. Okay. Alright. Thought I attacked him from behind. What the hell? Crafts are character-specific skills which not only deal out damage but also have a broad range of effects. using crafts consumes CP. CP is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle. I know, right, Beldura? A bee swarm drops crisp onion. Totally see it. Totally see it. Together we form MacGyver. Alright, craft. I can't, alright, I can't beat an enemy senseless with a series of attacks, though I'd love to. So morale, so I will encourage my allies.
Come on.
That's morale. Come on! We can do it! All of a sudden he's like, I can do it! Incredible Hulk! Oh, God. Okay, dual strike. Unleashes a double slash with dual blades. That sounds awesome. Let's do it on this guy. Damn. Damn, son. Ow! The pain! I can't craft anymore, so...
Alright, we're good to go.
Alright, we're good to go. Okay, so I got 4 earth, 2 fire, and 2 light, I guess. And another monster bone. Yet another monster bone. Alright, so I got hit that time once. Is this the chest I was looking for? Found reviving balm. No, it's not. Alright. Door is rusted and appears to be locked. Nonsense! Okay. What's up, Wheel to Frost? Welcome in. Earth, water, fire, wind times space, mirage. Okay, okay. Earth, water, fire, wind times space, mirage. Okay. I thought it might be a mimic. Alright, I guess there's only one way over this bridge. YOLO! Oh, what a surprise. Another creepy thing. I wish there were an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-Craft or S-Break should do the trick for just about any enemy. S-Craft? The catch is our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. These devastating attacks can only be unleashed when the CP gauge is above 100. Alright. S-Breaks are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order. Okay. S-Crafts, which are unleashed as S-Breaks, can be changed by going to Tactics and then set S-Break within the main menu. Not entirely sure I followed what they just said there. Alright, so I've got a bunch of CP. So I guess I can't, alright. Alright, well let's... Let's try this. I haven't tried this yet. And for you, let's have you attack him straight up. Okay, these are actions which allow... I know, right? Our CP must be above 100. These are actions which allow S-Crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring the battle order once the CP gauge has reached 0. S-Crafts, which will be used as S-Breaks, can be changed by going to... I don't understand what that means. S-Crafts can be changed... Wouldn't I always want an S-Break to be used as an S-Craft? Why would I want to change it? I don't get that. Anyway, press the break button to unleash an S-Break. An S-Break cannot be unleashed under the thing condition. Alright, now press the break button and try unleashing an S-Break. Let me use it on this guy.
Let's do this!
Damn! Nice! Ow, don't attack her. Stop attacking her! Aqua Bleed! Alright, I need to, let's see. You have hit points, don't you? No, you don't. Alright, let's get that hit points going. There we go. When you have 100 CP, you can whip that out right before the next enemy in rotation. Okay, cool, cool. Cool. Alright, I got a bunch more Earth Sepith. It'll be interesting when I can figure out how much Sepith does what. 3 Fire Sepith and then 3 Lightning Sepith, and I got a Monster Horn. Okay. One more monster, right. Before I go there, come down here. Nope, not that one. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Seems like we've got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. During battle, there are several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. Wow. It's kind of a complex system. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are allotted to an ally or a foe. Using S-breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easy to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. I assume... Oh. These icons indicate the bonuses allotted to the battle order. If a bonus icon appears next to a character's icon, they will receive that bonus. Heal HP, Sepith up, indicates the effects of each icon. So I just get more Sepith? But does that mean I get more Sepith when I kill them, or I get more Sepith, like, when do I get more Sepith? Let's get rid of those guys. Infinite save files, yeah. For the kill, so if I kill them on that turn, then I get that bonus? Okay. But does it last? So wait, so now that I did that, now that I've done that though, does that mean that, so I attacked or whatever. Oh, I didn't realize that I could do this. I'm gonna use that break right now. See if I can kill them off and see if that'll work. Are you dirty rat? Let's see if I get more Sepith from this. Pummel. Wow. So I don't get more Sepith for that, or... I mean, I guess I would have to kill them in that one turn to get that bonus. Is that right? Am I understanding that properly? Ow. Only counts in the actual turn of the bonus. Okay, so I've got to kill them off that turn to get that benefit. Alright. I think I'm going to have to be careful not to overdo my interest in that, because I have a feeling that there'd be times where it would just make sense for me to just wipe them out normally without trying to be too smart about it. Oh, that's right. She doesn't take her previous action. Firebolt! The enemy can get the same bonus. Hadouken! Okay. Let's see. Take him out. He's gonna go next. He's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna sit there. I need her to heal him. Alright, now if I can get there, he's gonna get bonuses if he kills this turn. Which... Nah, I can't get to him. So I'm not gonna get that bonus, I don't think. Oh, maybe I am. Ah, I'm too far away, damn it. Alright, I'm not gonna get there in time, unfortunately. Alright, she's also got Sepith up. So is that just RNG in terms of, like, when you get these things? As far as, like... I'm just gonna move. I can make you lose the chips, too. If the next enemy in the turn order has a heal next to them, if you can defeat them, the turn bonus then slides up to you. Oh, alright. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Wow. I will have to definitely take a little practice to use that. Yes, I can do this. So if I kill him, I should get this Sepith bonus. Sepith up, right?
That's that then. Let's move out.
Alright, so I must have gotten a bonus to that, I assume. Looks like I did get more Sepith, actually. And another monster horn, and a crisp onion, and another monster bone. Found small box times 2. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. Oh, so it's each attack. So when you do an attack, you get a bonus to your Sepith? I see. Okay. That's cool. That makes it a little less random, because otherwise... Okay, gotcha. The fact there's not just... So anytime you do anything on, like... So you have to hit somebody, but if you hit them, you get those bonuses? That's cool. The fact that there's not just one, but 2 is kind of interesting, too. Wonder what's inside. Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. You can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means, be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep. Opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. You absolutely have to know what's inside. Why not ask Miss Shara when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. All right. All right, so now I want to get to the, I want to try to get back and get the, use that little rest thing up here. Let's do it. Alright. And then... Alright. Tutorial dungeon complete. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Hand it over small box. Yep, they're the real alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured you would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shara, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is this day going to be over? This day, you've been there for like half an hour. I know, I wondered about that myself, Beljora, but... Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Reaching distance. Roland Bracer Guild. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report the results to the front desk in each guild branch. And as you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select report to report to the guild. I'm out of here! No, just kidding. Report. Received payment for training retrieval. Rank Junior Bracer 9th class. Oh god. So I have total BP 1. Jobs completed 1. Current rank is Junior Bracer 9th class. Good job, you two. It seems like you were able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you'll receive. You'll also accumulate points that are known as BP, Bracer Points. BP are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. Glad to know that there's in-game achievements. Like, that hasn't gone, you know, we haven't had enough of those things, right? When these points exceed a certain value, you will advance in rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a Junior Bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 11. No, they go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira and BP you receive will also be recorded in your Bracer notebook, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Aina. I'm sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new Bracers is important for the future of the guild. I fully intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? Work me to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone. And knowing Shara, it'll involve the whip. Oh my. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your own real-world experience. Well then, Sherazad holds out 2 small boxes. Aren't those boxes the ones? In answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. Are you saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet! Alright, let's have a look. Estelle and Joshua open the boxes. Ooh, nice. A Junior Bracer emblem, yeah! Got a patch. Patch for the shoulder. This crest is... So does this mean that we're... Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as Junior Bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracers Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracers Guild. So I'm a Bracer now, huh? I think the realization is only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world, we did it! I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed-up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You've been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time for the guild. Before you head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise. I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of a Bracer's many duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father, Cassius, trained me. Ah, Cassius. Those long nights we spent killing monsters in the sewers, looking out at the ocean. You know, have you ever wondered why you have the touch of a Russian accent, Estelle? No. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that. Oh, God. But I'll save that conversation for another day. Like the day when you hear about how I was married to him and all these things happened. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged Bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable Bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. Peace. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Scheherazade, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young Bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? Ah, nice, Jen. Your father is Sin. He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. Jeez, Estelle. Shots fired, Estelle. God, man. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as Junior Bracers. Right. Alright. Now I get to tear up this joint. Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Everybody be a bracer tonight. Okay. Congratulations, you two are now official members of the Bracers Guild. From now on, I'm going to be passing jobs out to you like candy. Bring it on is all I have to say. I look forward to working with the guild. Some tiles does not derail. Wait, what? Hope you work hard for the guild. Yes, I'll work hard. God, man. Hi. Hi there, Estelle and Joshua. Oh, hi, Ridge. It looks like your training is over, isn't it? I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass the Bracer exam. I look forward to working with you in the same capacity. Ourselves as well. I have to get back to work now, but if there's something you don't understand, give me a holler. Why is your name Ridge? Why is your name... Okay. There are no current job listings. All right. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp, what's with the "oh, great, it's Estelle" remark? Now, what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer, you wanna be. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Liberal than the milk that comes from the Purzel farm. I guess shots... Hashtag shots fired? Question mark? I don't... What? No way! You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Wow. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers? More like bracers in training, really. I don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now, a high pony, on the other hand. Well, quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. But this isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle... What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old, get it? Only mature people allowed. And that means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm gonna go train in my secret base, and before you know it, I'm gonna be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. All right, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy, Luke, he's always trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something. Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Well, don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. Oh, dat romance. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. That's not really what I meant by curious. Alright, well, before we go anywhere... Iger Arms and Guards. Hey there, Estelle and Joshua. Good afternoon, Mr. Iger. Good afternoon, sir. I guess it's Elgar. Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. So how'd your training go? That emblem on your chest means... I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. But we're still bracers in training. I see, but well... I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, I'm really sorry about that. Don't sweat it. I knew it'd happen eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame, though. There's hardly anyone out there with as good an eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen. So get out there and show us what you're made of. Joshua, I'm sad to see you go, but I knew that was going to happen some days. There's no use crying over it. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Already got a leather vest. Leather boots. Spikes. Prevents poison. Prevents sleep. Okay. Well, kunai. Pile rod. It's kind of expensive. Alright, I have those in here, huh? Alright, well, let's get leather boots for both of them. Alright, let's get, I hate poison in all games, so I feel like I should get that. Actually, no, I'm gonna save the rest for slots. It's a lot of Sepith. Okay, wait, I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's see, equipment. Okay. Alright. Oh, we got the... Okay, Dirty Rat, a small nocturnal monster, inhabits areas near raw sewage. 80. Moth cluster. Do you have to, like, so each time you encounter a monster, a different... Like, each different unit does this? Like, shows up on the monster thing? Kind of weird. You don't mind if I go up here and, like, basically steal everything from you, right? Who the hell are you? Hello there, Joshua and Estelle. Stella, listen to this! I finally became a bracer! My goodness, is that true? It's that true. Yes, mistake. My goodness, it's that true? And Joshua too? Yes, ma'am, that's right. Congratulations to the both of you. You did wonderfully. But one thing, Estelle. You shouldn't be proud just because you became a bracer. This is just the starting point. I understand that. Two of you experience a lot of new things as bracers, and I hope that I can be proud of the fact that this is the path you chose in the coming years. But enough about my feelings. Please work hard and good luck. Alright, thanks. Can I steal anything? Or no? Alright, let's go to the... What do you call it? General goods. Hello there, Stella and Joshua. What are you in the market for today? A new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragus? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. Oh yeah, we had to get him the newspaper. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stragus aren't out yet. I do, however, have some copies of the Liberal News in if that's what you're after. Not fair, not balanced. Okay. Alright, I'll take one copy then. It comes to 100 mira, please. Good thing I didn't spend all my money. Purchase Liberal News, issue 1. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camera woman who've done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. And as you know, birthday celebrations are all about the news. I know, right? Listen, Messiah, you ought to know as well as anybody that anime is not where you go if you want new, sort of involved, you know, if you want subtlety and nuance in character presentation, anime is not the place to go. But enough about that. Why don't you tell me how you did today? Did you make it as bracers? Today was your last day of training, wasn't it? Yep, everything went smoothly, too. But how did you know all about all that, Mr. Rinnan? In a certain sense, both you and Joshua are like celebrities here in Roland. I tend to hear a lot from customers coming through here. They're like, have you seen the celebrities? And I'm like, which celebrities? And they're like, you know, like George Clooney. And I'm like, no. But of course, we do have celebrities like Estelle and Joshua. And they're like, who are they? And I'm like, they're the Bright brother and sister. And they're trying to be bracers. And they're also starring in their own video game. And they're like, oh, cool, it's a celebrity. So that happens all the time. Thanks. Hey, what's up, Burner? Ladies and gentlemen, Backburner, who is responsible for giving this to me in the first place. Thanks, man. Good to see you, Burner. Get your ass kicked in DOA 5. Thanks, man. Shouldn't have expected it. I hope you're feeling. How you feeling, Bernie? You feeling okay, dude? If Rush Limbaugh does not approve, I am all in favor. Anything that makes Rush Limbaugh not approve, I approve. Anything that can make that guy not approve, I'm happy about. I'm reading the wrong manga. Shouldn't have expected anything less from Roland. The grapevine around here is something seriously something to be reckoned with. No kidding. The women here especially love to gossip. Oh god. Oh god. Whoa, Nelly. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample items I received with my shipping of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. Oh man. That sucks, Burner. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Well, that's cool. I'm glad I can help a little bit. Jeez, man. Alright, good night, Hilness. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah, exactly. What Law said. Exactly. Received recipe book. What's this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing balms all the time, it's gonna cut pretty deep into your wallets. Here's where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. Oh my god, it's another thing. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. I will happily eat the maple cookie. Well, I have made it a personal rule to never turn down sweets. Ate maple cookie. Learned maple cookie recipe. Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. Sure, I mean, that's how it works in real life, right? It's as simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. Well, that sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Reinen. Oh my. Do we have an oh my command? Do we have an oh my command? Oh, God. Thank you for the recipe book. We'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. Oh my god. Maybe I'm not going to have this finished by Pillars of Eternity. By selecting the recipe book, all learned recipes will be displayed. As long as the necessary ingredients are available, the food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. Yes, I kind of figured that game. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at a store or acquired from monsters. All right. Let's pass the bracer exam. What do we got? Okay, so hold on a second. Let me take a look at this recipe book. Is this recipe book? Yes. To go. Heals, hit points. Fresh milk, milled flour, maple sugar. Alright. Milk, flour, and sugar. Simple enough. Milk. Shall buy 2 of those. Flour. And dirty carrot. And sugar. Alright. 2 of them. Got 2 of maple cookie. Alright. Cool. Really? Oh god. Well, I mean, last time, you guys know the drill. When I played Ultima Underworld, I got through like a good 60% of it. And then pretty much every game in the world that I wanted to play came out. I played those, and I came back and finished Underworld, so I'll do the same with this if I have to. I thought I had planned it properly, that I would have, you know, 2 sessions of this a week for the next 4 to 5 weeks. I should be able to get it done by Pillars, but if not a big deal. All right, right, this is where I wanted to go. I may not have enough, but let's see. Hey, you're doing good work so far. Ah, what's that emblem on your chest? Congratulations, you two, so you've finally become bracers, huh? Thanks. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, Burner, every time I see a, like, I pretty much have to double what people say they do it. So I'm guessing about 40 hours. If you beat it in 20, I'm thinking 40. Well, yeah, but I don't rush through these things either. Yeah, I don't know about that. Estelle, you're way too proud of yourself. Why do you always have to ruin the moment, Joshua? I should be this happy because I earned it. You should at least let me bask in the glory for a minute. Sometimes you can just be so... But Estelle, now that you become a browser, you're gonna have to get over your little, problem with Orbital Arts. Man, you too? Why do you have to go and spoil my day by saying things like that? If you have any business needs, don't forget to stop by. Sufficient Sepith. Oh, I need some of each of those? Maybe I should save those then. I think I should save those. Wait, you have anything else to say? The orbments we see today are built using the structure of a clock. Therefore, even old technicians such as myself can tinker with some of their parts. There you go. When it comes to these quartz circuits, however, I'm a bit out of my league. I don't know who invented these things, but they're extremely complicated little machines. I'm just gonna... Ooh. Who are you? I've confessed to her several times since this morning, but I can't get her to accept my love. It doesn't seem like she hates me or anything. What am I doing wrong? I'm so distressed. He's my type, and I'd like to accept his proposal. But this place is not my ideal situation. Is the place or whatever really that important? Of course it is! This could be the memory of a lifetime. Like maybe the place that comes to my mind when I'm an old grandma and lying on my deathbed. Oh my god, that's really uplifting. I just can't accept an alleyway like this as being that place. I guess this type of thing can only be understood by those involved. Awkward laugh. He has passionately confessed his love to me several times, but the situation isn't right. It'd be great if he'd just say it to me in a bit more romantic place. Alright, bro. I've confessed to her several times since this morning. You already said this. So stop. Come on, restaurant. Restaurant, go over here. Like, or something. Fate. Yuni should be back any time now, but... that's odd of her not to be home by now. Estelle, Joshua, if you see my Yuni, could you tell her to come home? She's never broken curfew before, but I'm worried because she's still just a little girl. That reminds me, it seems like she's always hanging out with Pat and Luke, but she really doesn't have to play around with those boys all the time. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking out loud. That. Okay. What's wrong, gent? Maybe you get a better tip. You know what I'm saying? It's Eurydice. Wow. It's almost time for my husband to come home from work. I better get to work on preparing dinner. I'm glad to see the gender roles are being challenged in this game. Or, you know, you could have him make dinner and you could go work if you wanted to do something different. I love my papa so much. He's so strong and he's always nice to me. I've already started dinner for the night. I'm making plenty, so hopefully my husband will be coming home today. Staying overnight in the mine and working through the night is pretty common for him. In before Papa's dead. Whoa. Looks like there's not a lot to, like, find in chests and stuff that I've been able to see so far. Whoops. Okay, right. Okay, I already came from there. Alright. Alright, well, let's head home and tell Dad. What? Who are you? Ah, Estelle and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks, you little... Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? And Joshua and I are lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. This is so riveting. Ah, we got a tavern. Got a bar. Let's go to the bar. It seems like somehow I'll be able to get the lumber I wanted. Simon, our septium purchases are going to go through fine, right? Since I spared no effort in coming all the way to Roland, failure is not an option. Let's see. I've made contact with some people at Malga Mine, and we're working out a few business details at the moment. Please wait just a little longer. Alright. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. But anyway, check this out. I am officially a real bracer. Well, congratulations, Estelle. You've always wanted to be a bracer ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? But don't bracers have a lot of dangerous jobs? Yeah, something like that. Joshua, Estelle, don't overdo it and watch out for each other. Estelle has this tendency to get in over her head. Yeah, I've noticed. That's a very good observation, Alyssa. The only problem is that Estelle doesn't realize this herself. I'm standing right here, you guys. Joshua and I just care about you, Estelle, that's all. Anyway, don't get too full of yourself and end up getting hurt, okay? Okay, okay. Choo choo. I better get back to the mine before the boss figures out I ditched work. Wholesome pasta. Oh, I can get some French fries, huh? Let's get a Carmine Eye. I don't know what that does, but how do I just see what it does? Learned recipe for Carmine Eye. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, so it's hit points. Okay. It looks like Faulkner. It looks like that female merchant over there came from Bose. Not only does she seem smart, but she's extremely attractive as well. And again, she'd probably never give me the time of day. Her accent's a little different, though. Oh, TNS. I have not tried Persona Zader. I've heard good things about it, but I've also heard that it's a little extensive, like talky. My son-in-law is still half a man when it comes to this business. This isn't an easy job. It takes a good 2 to 3 years to become a real woodsman. Son-in-law is still half a man. Huh? Ooh, the chef. In my opinion, there are two kinds of enjoyment that come from food. Put bluntly, they are eating and cooking. But I think my passion for cooking outweighs the other. Of course, I enjoy eating a delicious food as well. The joy of eating and the joy of cooking. Mamma mia. I'm behind your bar, yo. Hi, who are you? Well, Estelle, I haven't seen you around here for a while. It's been some time since you graduated from Sunday school, right? Did you say hi to Alyssa? She started helping around here not too long ago. Please visit her if you have some time. She's been wanting to see you. Alright. So I think that's everything I wanted to do. Estelle, let's head home. Exactly. I don't know what you mean. We should let Dad know that we qualified as junior bracers. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, sorry. I thought I was heading home. I got turned around. Home is this way. What the hell is that? Okay, that's the Orbital Factory, right? General goods. Estelle, Joshua, am I glad I found you two? Oh, hi, ain't it? Yeah, here's where everything hits the fan. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. Of course they did. You mean the Tower of Ismelis? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Scheherazade is out on other bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I will